Good morning. It's Monday and it's the 1st of September, which I swear to God does stuff to my brain. The fact that back to school month, I'm not going back to school, I don't know when I'll go back to school, it's still back to school month, is the 1st and it's on a Monday. It's just good vibes. Like, how can you not feel motivated by that? I just started the morning with Pilates and actually a little lesson, I think, in life from my Pilates lesson this morning. There are 3 classes at my gym when it comes to Pilates, and I've been addicted to doing the super fast-paced, almost like forgetting Pilates principles, almost like a HIIT workout, but like on a reformer bed. And I could not get booked into a session this morning, so I was like, and I hadn't even considered doing one of the other classes, but I did what they call the traditional reformer, which is like going back to more Pilates principles, holding positions for longer, lower heart rate but higher strength. And sometimes you've got to go back to the basics and the foundations to then level up from. And I really needed it this morning. It was like the perfect way to start the week. Whatever learning or lesson you can take from that, I'd love to see a LinkedIn post on it. This week is so busy and the psycho in me is so excited by that. I just feel like August is always quiet. Like, it's always, everyone goes away in my industry. It's just a quiet time. And I don't thrive in quietness. I thrive in chaos. And this week feels like we're back to a bit of chaos. So today I'm heading to YouTube. A few months ago, Teens Unite charity invited me to be on a judging panel because they were doing an away day with this, it's a teenage cancer charity, and they were hosting like a podcast workshop and they wanted me to like judge the podcasts, obviously softly. And it was honestly one of the best things I've done this year. Like, so rewarding, absolutely loved it. They host all these incredible days for teenagers with cancer to sort of connect them with other people going through similar journeys, provide them with like learning opportunities where they've missed out from school because of treatment, etc., etc. And today we're going to YouTube and they got in touch and were like, can you host the day? And this was a fairly last minute thing, but I was like, yeah, of course, like, absolutely. And I'm going to the mothership, which is YouTube. So we're spending the afternoon there. I think I've got to like host a panel, just like do the introductions of loads of people. It's like they've got a full day of activities and I'm just like taking them through a journey. I will take you with me because they actually want me to film loads of bits and like capture some content as well while I'm there. So I was like, yeah, of course. So that's where we're going today. I'm just making some breakfast. I'm going to have some eggs so it's a bit more substantial because I have a feeling this afternoon's going to get quite busy. Then I'm going to do 2 urgent tasks, then get ready and head over there. And then this week we are off to Manchester. We've got a podcast recording, we've got a talk, we've got 2 brand events, I think. I've got a photo shoot tomorrow, lots happening. So I feel like I'm back. It's like the start of September, busyness is back. September is crazy busy, like every single week. So you're really going to see everything this week, like little elements of all of my life. And hopefully I've now put in the foundations that mean I'm not killing myself in terms of stress, like chaos, you know? Like there's good chaos and then there's overwhelm. And I feel like I'm in such a strong, good headspace because of like foundations I feel over the last few weeks that mean when weeks get really busy like this, I'm not catching my breath. I feel like I know exactly what's going on each day, where I'm going, what I'm wearing, how I'm getting there, because of like the people I've surrounded myself with. And I feel like mentally strong, you know? Let's see how I am at the end of the week. I think I'm going to be exhausted. I also slept awfully last night, which is such a horrible way to start the week, but that's okay. Pilates has sorted that out. The fact that it's the 1st of September is just, autumn is coming, autumn is nearly here, buzzing. Okay, let's have some breakfast, let's do a few quick tasks, get ready and head to YouTube. Okay, we're ready. I have done my makeup, done my hair, got dressed, and I am 5 minutes early, but I'm about to head out the door and go to King's Cross, which is where the YouTube office is, or one of the YouTube offices that we're going to today. And I will take you with me. I'm very excited. Just reading through the day and everything they've got planned, and I'm just really excited to be part of one of their events again. It's very, very inspiring to be around these like absolutely determined kids who are either going through or have been through cancer. just gives a whole new perspective. So yeah, re-wearing the dress I wore in Montreux. Put you down here. Whoa. Just the reality is the washing line. This lovely dress from Ganni. Got this tie detail and then big puffy sleeves and pockets, which I adore. Yeah, I'm just gonna wear some flats. Let's go to the station. I'm just gonna put it out there now. No judgment when you see me grabbing a coffee. I think I need one. No judgment. Let's go.
We're a completely self-funded charity. My first elect privilege is being able to introduce the incredible Grace Andrews, who is part of the co-founding team of Diary the CEO. So it's a real privilege to introduce to you Grace Andrews. What an incredible honour it is to be hosting your Discover You 2025 day. I was like, I will clear my calendar and I will clear my diary to be here. It's about creating space for you to be inspired, for you to learn about you. So I'm here to learn as much as any of you are. Every single path that you're going to go on is going to be a squiggly line to end up somewhere amazing. I tell you all that today because people look at me and they think, oh, she's, must have done all the right things in the right order and got it all figured out. Your story is what separates you from the people you're sitting next to, because every single person's story is so unique and so different. I do a lot of public speaking now, and people often they say, how do you do it? Do you get nervous? Do you get all these feelings? I said, you didn't see me the first time I got on stage. The first time I got on stage, I must have got about 5 words out coherently, and the rest were just mumbling between ums and likes and sweat pouring down my face and, stress. But we always look at people and think, oh, I want to be where they are now, forgetting that you have to start somewhere. And that starting point can be really uncomfortable sometimes.
I was going to say it's really healthy to be nervous. Definitely. It actually shows that you care. So even as much as I might teach classes, master classes on stage, I'm nervous every time I get on the stage, but it's because I know I care and I want everyone to have that really, really great experience. So, and I think it's humbling as well.
Yeah, I think it's like when you want to convey your passion about something, and it doesn't always have to be work stuff. I think today's a great example of talking about more personal stuff as well, but when you want to be that person who comes across as very passionate, very energetic about what they're talking about, you're naturally going to be nervous, and embracing that's really important. And that's actually a little bit of your superpower, is I'm going to be the person up there who's actually going to be the most passionate about what I'm going to speak about. And I think that's a really, really, really good skill to have. So yeah, definitely agree.
Does anyone here like public speaking? Excellent. Oh. That is a big hand up. That shot up so fast. That is brilliant. I think for what everyone has said, it's something that's quite important as you get older and when you're in the workplace, and it's all about practice. So don't worry if you hate the thought of it now, it will get easier.
There's such amazing tips. I'm taking mental note through all of this conversation. Thank you, everyone.
And if anyone has any questions,
love that. Great mentality. Hi, I'm Grace Andrews, and I am hosting today's Teen Unite Discover You event.
Such an incredibly inspiring day, just leaving feeling so full, and I can't believe I just interviewed the MD of YouTube. Anyway, I'll do a proper debrief when we get home. I'm tired. But I'm going to get a lip liner sharpener, and then we're going to travel home, and I'm starving, so I may get a snack on the way. Okay, let's travel home. Just like that, we are back. I've obviously come back and got changed straight into my pyjamas because the overstimulation. I actually got this t-shirt. This is so old, but it's one of my favourite sleeping t-shirts. I got it from my first abroad trip with my first job. We went to the Facebook offices in Warsaw. I just finished up my day at YouTube with the charity called Teens Unite. I was basically on and off the stage hosting, telling my stories. And you know what? A couple of months ago when I was still working, the idea of just showing up and doing that with little prep would have probably stressed me out because I wouldn't have had the headspace to think on the spot. But it really showed me that I can do these things without too much prep. And I actually think I'm better for them. I was just loving the stories today and I felt really on form. And that's because I've been putting good foundations in place so that when busy days like this come or big or long events, I feel well prepared. So yeah, Katie reached out to me via LinkedIn because of my personal brand a few months ago, and then I thought I'd be good for the opportunity today, which was amazing, and obviously hosted at YouTube, which was super cool. Ended up interviewing a guy from TikTok, JP Morgan, and the MD of YouTube, which was just completely insane. I was like, hi, I just started my YouTube channel, any tips? But yeah, just really cool, super inspiring, really great to always hear the stories from all these teens going through so much hardship or have been through treatment, and they're so tenacious, they have so much positivity, so many ideas, and the fact that I get to like work with them and give back is just very, very rewarding. They've actually written me a card, which is very sweet. It's from the charity and it says, thank you. You've made a difference. Oh my goodness. And they've absolutely filled it. I'm going to spend some time reading that. And they gave me this little, is it a necklace or a bracelet? A little bracelet. It says be positive and it's a tiny little bee. Is that not the sweetest thing? They said they were really struggling with fundraising at the moment, which is an interesting area I didn't think about. And raising awareness as a charity, and I think anything I can do to sort of help that. So yeah, that was today. So I've just got home, got changed, and I'm gonna make dinner. I think it's already 7 p.m. Whoa, it is. So I'm actually gonna catch up on last week's episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty, because I was gonna save the two of them to watch on Wednesday. This is so niche audience incoming. Fast forward if not for you. And I went to listen to today's episode of Shameless, and it started by saying, with a warning, saying I had spoilers for the episode I hadn't watched. So now I'm like, I can't watch my podcast till I've caught up on my TV. So I'm going to put it on the iPad, make dinner, and try and have a bit of an early night tonight, because I was so did not sleep well last night. But yeah, that was Monday. Tomorrow we're up early for a photo shoot. The one thing I'll share from today that I shared on stage today was about how I spoke about my story a little bit, and about how the 3 points in my career were early career where I was met with real rejection, serious rejection, and just really reframing to the teenagers, but also to myself, about how pivotal those moments of rejection have been in my long-term career trajectory, because at each one of those moments I was redirected into a new channel or a new avenue or a new path that I didn't think was the plan, or I didn't want to be my plan, but ended up obviously something amazing happening on the other side of that, which is always the case. If you're faced with a challenge or rejected, there is always opportunity on the other side of that if you're willing to pivot, twist, transition, change, and persist. Okay. Dinner, photo shoot. I'll tell you a bit more about what the photo shoot is for tomorrow. There's a lot going on. Good morning. I am obviously halfway through my makeup and have run out of time, so I need to get in a cab because we are going to shoot in West London, which apparently is going to take me an hour to get there, Uber is saying. So woke up at 7 to curl my hair. Really glad I did that. And I've got everything ready. Shirt, clothes, makeup. I'm going to jump in the cab and do some emails, finish my makeup, head to this shoot. Okay, let's do that.
We're here taking pictures for community service, which is your new favourite Substack. This is Josh. Say hello to Grace as well. Hello, Grace as well. I see there's a lot of people in this now. It's popping off. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. We put this here so you can see Grace. You're not here for me.
This is the Jordan show.
Yeah.
Jordan
Hello.
and I do a team project, and now it's his vlog.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
If you could just tell them what we're doing.
Yeah, don't worry, I've already done that. This is what we're thinking. Vibes, clean. Now we have this. Grace wasn't very into this. Didn't really like this. She wasn't big on this one. But it's here. Tell her if you like it. I kind of like it, but I understand why it's a bit, maybe, I don't know, a bit too abstract.
I think you guys stand.
Thank you so much. Completely come.
Until we're buying one.
I do miss it. It was so fun.
Rubble, everything is just.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what I've included from that shoot because Jordan basically took over for me, which was great. It's so great being in a studio with loads of content people because they do all the content for you. But we just shot the launch assets for our subscription, which will probably be live now, so I'll leave all the details below. If you are someone who wants creator and brand launch product activation campaign insights and key takeaways, that's what we're doing. We're doing community service. We're in service of you. So I'll leave all the links to sign up below for our exclusive community Substack. I then went and grabbed a matcha with Katie, who shot for us, who is a professional in all things brand and creator. We were talking about her personal brand and how both of us were like, why are we not filming this conversation? Because we need to pick up and film more. So yeah, and now I've just jumped down to Sloane Square and I'm going to go meet Flick, my stylist, for a session about everything that we've got coming up to sort of plan autumn winter. It's freezing today, so it feels like the perfect time to do autumn winter. But yeah, it's been a fun day and I think I need to go this way. And then I'm going to go back and do some laptop work time. I love creative days. My head feels like it's exploding with creative thoughts, which is always a way when you spend time with creative people. I'm so excited about this launch. I'm very, very caffeinated as well. I've just like had coffees back to back, so no more coffee, but I do need something warm. I'm freezing. Okay, let's go meet Flick. I just need you to see what my flat sees when I walk in, because this with the umbrella open is what my flat sees when I walk in. Hot, sweaty, rainy mess. Truthfully, I've just sat and scrolled and chilled for half an hour and ate some sushi. Got my new phone case, which is so cute. I'm literally obsessed with it. Although I thought the stickers came on it, but it's from Treats. I don't know if you can see it. It's like squishy, and it's pastel yellow. They have quite a few colors, and I thought the stickers came like on it, but they come separately and they're like 3D. So I'm gonna put some of these on, and I thought it was pretty apt because it's giving New York, and that's where I'm gonna be in a week, 2 weeks. So adore that. I will get that sorted. But for now, I am venturing out into the rain for my Pilates class. I'll put this salmon in the fridge in case my boyfriend wants it. Then I'm going to come back, clean the house and do some emails from the sofa and then go and see the new house because I'm away for a couple of days. So I want to see the progress. I'm sleepy, but I'm going to go to Pilates anyway. Okay, let's go. Good morning. It's Wednesday. I've been up since 5 a.m. I just naturally have been waking up really early and then trying to go back to sleep. But today I woke up at like 4:30 and I was just like wide awake. So I just came and started working because I was like, do I go for a walk? It was pitch black outside and pissing it down with rain. And then I was like, maybe I'll do some exercise. And then I was like, I think the reason my head is buzzing is because I've got a lot of things on my mind. So work-wise. So I've sat down with my laptop. It's now 9:30. But I got so much done. This is why people get up at 5 a.m. I feel like I've lived a whole day and it's not even 10 a.m. So I feel good. And this is where my brain goes into fatigue. I feel like I'm very on top of things because there were a few like loose ends on a few things. I cleared through my inbox. I've worked on the launch plan and messaging for my project with Jordan. I've got a brand partnership post live on LinkedIn, which is performing really well, which is great because I'm really trying to mix things up there and create really great content that resonates, that then happens to be an ad rather than an ad, because people follow me for valuable content, they don't follow me for ads. I've drafted 5 new LinkedIn posts as part of a new series, which is all about employee ambassadors, because it seems to be a booming topic, and obviously I've launched a course for it. And then the last bit is I've been thinking about what my offering is going to be a lot, and I always said I would wait a couple of months to see what people were wanting from me, and overwhelmingly I've had probably the 2 areas of things people have wanted from me has been one, consultancy, like mainly consultancy and mentorship within 2 categories. So within podcasting, so a lot of people who already have podcasts or want to start podcasts, they want consultancy, they want workshops, they want help. Then the second is sort of creators or brands who, mainly creators, who are trying to figure out what business they should pursue, or like their brand world growth and their IP development, quite big, like A-list big creators. They're like the 2 main areas that I've had most inquiries from. There's been sort of general social media consultancy as well, but it's not really sort of my area of expertise. anymore, what I want to focus on. So I've been thinking about how I can offer something. There's no way I can do, like, realistically from a business perspective, it doesn't make sense for me to do one-on-one coaching or one-on-one mentorship or one-on-one workshops. It's not a good use of my time, and financially it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But I think what would be high value, what would make sense, and what would be cost effective, because ultimately the people who are looking for podcast workshops or mentorship, they're not big businesses. They probably don't have huge budgets. They don't have what I'm charging big businesses to do. They're individuals, so the cost has to make sense for them as well, and it has to make sense for my time. So I'm thinking about doing some sort of group workshop, maybe a group membership, something that's sort of like a limited number of people, very exclusive, very intimate, high value, and it's maybe a 3-month membership or something like that. I'm still figuring out all the details. This is me sharing in real time. I've been on ChatGPT this morning figuring it out. So yeah, just like figuring out how that's going to work and when I can potentially launch it, because I would love to have something that feels like it's not just for the big businesses, which is what all my offerings basically are for right now. If you have any thoughts or comments or you're interested, I'll probably leave a waitlist from now on in every episode in the YouTube description whilst I'm figuring it out. I think it will be some level of workshop or consultancy for membership coaching, something within that umbrella for people who either have or are in early stages of podcast development, or have a podcast and it's stagnated and they're looking to expand and get discovered and grow it. It'll probably be, maybe I'll do 2 tiers, maybe one will be foundational and one will be a bit more advanced, but that's what I'm leaning towards at the moment. So that's this morning. I'm going to Manchester today. I am on a podcast tomorrow, which is very exciting. And then I'm doing a talk in the evening, which is also part of a dinner, which is lovely. And then I'm staying tonight, tomorrow night, and then I come back on Friday and go straight to an event on Friday. And then I've got another event on Sunday. So it's all happening. But I've purposely booked a like apartment hotel. It's got like a kitchen, it's like got a lot of space, it's got a lot of room, so that I can do some content and do some recording. I've like picked a like studio-esque kind of looking place with like exposed brick. It's very Manchester vibes. And I'm going to film the Q&A that's going live this week. And I need to send it straight to my editor so she can get that edited in time for Friday. And then I'm going to potentially record a couple more videos while I'm in the space as well. So yeah. I'm going to go grab a coffee now because I feel like I'm dipping. And I could either nap. I can't nap. I don't have long enough to nap. So I'm going to have a coffee. And this is all really good because I think hopefully by this evening, I'll be so exhausted that I'll just be able to sleep. And that's the other reason I'm actually getting there early. I've been really struggling to sleep in new places. And I've got a big day tomorrow. So I'm getting there early so I can do a full wind down. I'm going to do all my work, do all my filming, and watch the new episode of The Summer Return Pretty, which comes out today. That's going to be my reward. So, yeah, I'm going to go grab coffee now, get packed, get over to Euston, do some work on the train, and head to Manchester. And I guess you're going to come along with me, if you want. Yeah? Okay, let's go. Did I wake up at 5 a.m? Yes. Did I give myself 3 minutes to pack? And am I running late? Also, yes. But you'll know that by now. Okay, cue the montage. So we've arrived in Manchester and I've just arrived into my room. Before I show you, I just want to say I purposely booked to stay in like an apartment while I was here. Well, it's an apartment hotel. But it's been such a cool experience so far. Obviously I'll see how it all goes, but you basically, since I booked it, I've just had all this like automated communication on WhatsApp. I haven't had to like check in or see anyone. It's just like all been sent to me in codes and like all the instructions. It was also a 3-minute walk from the train station, which I didn't realise, and it's just great. It's like a big co-working space down there. It's very cool. I don't know if it's new, feels new. Obviously this is coming out after I leave, so I'll tell you, it's called Native. It's in Juicy Street. I think it's Juicy. I don't know how you say. D-U-C-I-E. Juicy Street. Native Manchester by Numa. So yeah, I booked this apartment space because I kind of wanted to have somewhere to film. I want to film some content. I'm obviously having my makeup done as well, so it's much less intimate than a hotel room, so I can have my makeup on here. But yeah, it's a really cool space. I just love the exposed brick. There's like kitchen facilities, which I love as well. It means you obviously don't have to go out for everything. You can just like cook and eat here, and you're not eating on your hotel bed. It just feels a bit more homely considering I'm here for like 2 days. Yeah, really cool features. I saw all these like features, like the exposed brick and the pillars, and I was like, okay, this is gonna look cool for content. And then the bedroom's just through here. I haven't actually been through here yet. Amazing sized bed, another TV, a second TV there. The only thing I will say is the whole place is quite dark. There you go, which isn't super conducive for filming, but cool vibes. So yeah, this is my little home for the next few days. I will always say, if you're someone who's on content, never share where you're staying while you're there, especially if you are a female, well, if you're anyone, but if you're a young female solo person, you become quite vulnerable when you tell everyone where you're staying. So I would never share or tag where I'm staying live, but obviously this is going out a lot later. I won't be here when you see this. This lighting's nice. Maybe I'll film all my content up here on this little shelf. So yeah, that is Manchester. I am gonna go grab a matcha because it's only 3 p.m. and there is a black sheep right on the corner, and they do.
And you return later on to play for it in the final. Congratulations, Luke.
What just up? So yeah, and there's a really cool space downstairs. It's like a market. It's a whole warehouse. It must be a whole converted warehouse. It's super cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab a matcha and then film my vlog for this week because I need to get it to my editor ASAP because she's gonna edit it all up for this Friday. But I've got all your juicy questions to answer. I've got them all saved. Same ones have come up quite a few times. So I think there's about 7 that we're gonna get through. I'm excited. I'm not scripting it. I've just like started like mentally preparing in my head so that I've got some points I want to cover and I don't want to miss anything. But I'm excited. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a match and come back and do some content filming. Good morning. Did I just go downstairs to get a tea in my pajamas? Yeah, I did. Right, that is makeup all done. Had the loveliest makeup artist. Just really cool. Had a really lovely chat with her, which was always nice. And I now need to blow dry my hair, eat something, and head over to do this podcast. I've reviewed my vlog, sent my edits to my editor, and she is going to finish that and get it uploaded for me today. The problem with having your makeup done is I touch my face and I do stuff and then I'm like, but I need it to get me through the whole day recording and then I talk this evening. The fact that I just went downstairs in my pajamas to pick up my Leon delivery with my hair half done is so unacceptable, but I just don't care. Like, that is genuinely me through and through. I really wanted some porridge, so I ordered some porridge and another tea for the journey, but I need to get ready first, so I don't know if we'll have time to eat.
It is not.
And we are ready to go to the podcast. The same shirt I wore for the photo shoot the other day. I will do my touch-ups in the car because we've got 40 minutes still. I need to get a car. I need to go to the podcast. It's so good. It's 4K. The sound's amazing. Oh, with face tracks. Oh my god. So like, yeah, like it will follow you around. Just introducing another person to the DJI. Okay, I just got back from the podcast and I actually didn't film too much because we dived straight into it because I was a little bit late. It was so nice to meet Vicky, who has a social media marketing agency up here in Manchester, also building her own personal brand. Just walked in the door with a giant bottle of sparkling water I got from downstairs, so I actually drank some water. Yeah, she was so lovely and we had a really interesting podcast conversation, which was so different to conversations I've had before. She just asked like really interesting questions about everything I'm currently going through. Felt really refreshing. It was very different about, I guess, like business and building a business and why I feel like I'm sitting on this big opportunity right now, and very much about like present day, like the experience of leaving, but also just like an in-depth conversation, I guess, about everything I'm going through right now. But she's fab and so are her team. Hair kind of held up. Anyway, I'm an addict for cookies. Like, I would go as far as saying they're one of my favorite things to eat. And in the entranceway to this warehouse building, they have a cookie stand as you walk in, and they were called Gooey, which I don't think we have in London. It must be a Manchester thing. I can't lie, it doesn't feel as soft as I was hoping, but I can't resist. I wanted one yesterday and I didn't get one, so I got one today. I'll be taste testing that first. I'm gonna have some of my leftover curry from last night and try not to fall asleep. I probably will need to get a matcha. I'm gonna sit down and do some emails, get changed, and I think I've got about 3 or 4 hours before I need to be at this dinner. So I'm just gonna have some food, do some work, and then get ready to go for the dinner. Luckily my makeup is done. I really would like a nap. I can't nap because I've got a face of makeup on, you know? Okay, let's eat some food. Day 2, and the dishoom is going strong for lunch today as well. So good. I have changed into my pajamas because I realised it was the only comfy clothes I brought with me. I probably would have worn this even if I bought something else to wear. Well, it was 3 o'clock. And then tonight's event, Vicky is actually going to, which I didn't realise, and she said quite a few of the Manchester founder female community is, and so I feel like I'm being inducted into the Manchester community, which is exciting, but it also means I probably am going to know people there, which is cool. And it's like a Q&A, I think, with Lindsay, who runs the dinner series, and then we have dinner. Not a bad place to be, but it is like a paid speaking engagement, and then dinner included as well, so that's very nice. Okay, watch me work if you want. I'm actually so full and sleepy from the curry, but I've got to try this cookie. I'm not someone who can just sit and wait with these things. I won't eat it all. It's very dense. It's giving cake vibes rather than I thought it'd be like a cream cookie, the ones we get in London, or a Levain one, which we get in New York. I'm telling you, I'm a cookie connoisseur. I'm in New York in a few weeks. The first thing I'll do is go to Levain Bakery and buy one of their cookies. But let's just let. Ooh. Yeah, it's. Are we gonna focus? I ate so many cookies, I already know. I'm confused as to why they call themselves gooey. It's pretty dry. There's no goo. It doesn't feel freshly baked. I think maybe this is a yesterday's batch or something. The flavours are good, it's just the texture is a bit off for me. So if anyone cares. Yeah, it's definitely giving day 2. Should have bought yesterday. I knew I should have bought yesterday. But you live and you learn, you know? My bigger issue right now is I'm gonna have to go and get a matcha in my pyjamas. I would do that. Is that weird? This level of delusional self-confidence that I have means I do things that I think a lot of people wouldn't do. I'll obviously still eat the cookie. Just so you're aware, I'm not gonna not eat it because it's not a 10 out of 10. I'm not a psycho. But I'm not gonna eat it all now. I'm going for a 3-course dinner in 3 hours. I need to stop. So a cookie addict. Believe me when I say I've been lying in bed and I'm fighting every single urge not to fall asleep. But we've got to go. I'm speaking at this dinner and I've got to be there in 15 minutes. It takes 10 minutes to walk there. I'm still in my pajamas. I'm just keeping it real. All I want to do is take off my makeup, fall asleep. And what I've got to do is work because my job is to speak and go and do work. So I'm going to dance to a song, have some chewing gum. All I have to do is literally get dressed. I've put some powder on my face to top up and brush my hair. And that is the perk of having a makeup done in the morning. You're just ready to go. And then I'm sure I'll be super inspired when I'm there. I'm sure I'm gonna have a great time. Okay, let's go. Let's stop procrastinating. Just like that, we are ready to go. Just got a little brown top, some white trousers. I'm gonna put my suede brown jacket on even though it's definitely about to pour with rain. I'm just gonna stick this on. I'll put some heels on when I get there. But I'm going to walk over in my trainers. I don't have a bag, which is really stupid. I don't know why I didn't bring a bag. So we'll be putting everything in pockets today, like a professional. Apart from my shoes, which I guess I will be holding. Right, I was meant to be there in 5 minutes, so I need to go. You're coming with me. Okay, let's go. I have just walked through the door. Note the change into the hockers for the walk home. It is 11:15 and I just got back from the dinner event that I was doing here in Manchester. Luckily, they had a crazy content team there. I don't think I realised the scale or the scope of the event, but it was hosted by Lindsay Kane and her Yes Button membership or club, I will confirm that. Just an amazing group of women who all came together for this gorgeous dinner in like the most beautiful venue. If you live in Manchester, this restaurant, I can't remember what it was called, had the most beautiful bathroom. People were having full-on photo shoots in the bathroom. Our photographer came into the bathroom to take photos. It was sensational. We did like a Q&A for 45 minutes at the start, and then we had dinner and people just like kind of moved around and had conversations. And I met some really amazing, inspiring women doing really cool things that really helped me with like my journey as well. So I need to do my thumbnails for my vlog tomorrow, but my editor has uploaded it to YouTube, which is just, thank God, because I haven't had a minute. So yeah, and the Wi-Fi here is not great. Just feel very grateful and lucky to be in such incredible circles who welcome me in with such warm arms and are interested in having great conversations. If you find people with a similar mindset, keep them close, because it's energizing and it's magnetic to be surrounded with people who are also striving for greatness in whatever they're doing. It's infectious, I'm telling you. And anyone who has a closed, fixed mindset or is negative, like has negative energy, is draining. And I can't tell you how much you need to set your boundaries around people like that. That's what we were talking about a lot at dinner tonight. This is the sort of thing I love doing, like back to back, speaking podcasts, in a new environment, like really testing myself, testing my networking skills, testing my ability to just socialize and thriving and like doing really well in it and everyone being really happy. That's just like win-win-win. Makes me feel really full. And I feel like a lot of validation for my journey tonight of like my messiness and figuring it out. So yeah, need to take off this glam, which has lasted all day. Like literally, I don't even know how long now, 14 hours. So thank you so much, Charlie. You did such an amazing job. And I will of course tag her. And now we're on 1%. So I'm going to put you in charge, take off this makeup, get into my pajamas, make a cup of tea, of course. I think they've got chamomile, and do these YouTube thumbnails and go to bed. Good morning. It's Friday. How did that happen? I've just been up for a few hours in bed, just been getting my vlog live, which is now all live. It's now 9:10. I think I was up about 7, making the thumbnails that I didn't finish off last night. So these are the ones we've got a choice of this week. A/B testing the same image and just trying to test the different text to see what is more interested. I tried to like group them. So we've got more like fear in leaving and starting something new. And then this is about like, if you're in the industry, like personal branding and equipment. And then this is more like shock factor, juicy, not clickbaity, but more like new audience style, like money, Steve's reaction and all of that stuff. I then made a little trailer for this week's episode, which is something I'm trying that's new. Generated the links, did the description, the title, got some promotion live across platform. So that kind of tends to take the second hour. But this is kind of what I always used to do for the Diary of a CEO. I would get up and out, get it all ready, get it live, and then do the first hour. So it feels very like similar to what I used to do. I was quite tired this morning, but here we are. So I'm now going to pack up and grab some breakfast and then head back on the train back down to London. We've actually got another event this evening. And this evening we are going to the launch of Olivia Jenkins' jewellery collaboration with Chelsea FC. We're at Stamford Bridge and we're in hospitality, and so we're getting looked after there. So I think I have to be there for about 5. So I'm going to head back down soon, try and squeeze in a Pilates class. If not, go for a walk to get some movement in. And I need to work on a presentation on the train for a ManyChat webinar that I'm working on. And I'm trying to figure out how I can share all of the events I'm speaking at better, because that's another question I get asked a lot. It's like, how do I find out where you're speaking? When are you speaking? And I've got so much coming up. I mean, I probably should just have a website. That would probably make the most sense. Yeah. Maybe I'll put them on my Instagram story today. Oh, I need some coffee. I'm missing my Friday ritual because I'm in Manchester. I think we're going to make up for it tomorrow. Missing my coffee and croissant Friday ritual, but we'll have to go and do it tomorrow morning instead. Really like enthused and full of energy from meeting so many incredible female founders up here doing cool things, all different ages as well. It also just made me realise how privileged I am to live in London, to have so much access to that sort of thing all the time, because for a lot of people there, that was like, they had to drive so far to be able to reach that sort of opportunity. So I feel super privileged and lucky to live where I live. I love it so much. Friday. Let's do it. Right, we are all packed up. Bye, lovely Manchester apartment. Ducey Street warehouse. Would stay again. Would highly, highly recommend. I think this whole apartment is bigger than my current apartment. That's okay, because we're building a house. Okay, let's go. Do I even need to say at this point that I am running super late? I forgot that I'd actually got onto the Pilates class in 15 minutes, so we need to go. I don't know why we're not tracking. I got back and have just been sat writing LinkedIn posts since I got back because I was just in the mood to write and create. Sometimes you just got to honour those moments of creativity when they come to you. I'm going to take some electrolytes with me and go to Pilates now. I'll see you when we get back. Hello, we are back from Pilates. Fun fact, when I need to unpack, that no judgment, that is getting unpacked before I go to my event this afternoon. It is. Okay? I'm telling that for myself. How pretty are my toasts? I used to, I think my first ever Instagram post on my personal account, I'll see if I can find it, was, I really enjoyed toast. I love toast, I love bread, but I've always just enjoyed making pretty toasts. Fun fact about me. So we've got avocado with an everything seasoning and pickled onion, and ricotta cheese and tomatoes with a pinch of salt, because that's what we were working with in the fridge. And that is my idea of a really good time. Got about an hour now where I'm going to actually just sit down and do some work. I was going to watch something, but I just really need to clear out everything ahead of the weekend, and I need to finish a deck which I need to send off for a talk I'm doing next week. Yeah, I'm really struggling because everyone is asking for a title. I'm doing a lot of talks in September and November and beyond, and everyone wants a title, and I'm really struggling with what to call myself because in different environments I'm different things. And I don't really have a title anymore. It used to be so easy. I would be Grace Andrews, brand director at Flight Story. But when people are what's your title for the talk? Some people are social media expert or brand expert, or I don't really like the term expert, but I'm not a director anymore. I guess I'm a founder, but then people are what are you building? And I'm I don't know yet. And I don't care about labels. It doesn't bother me at all, but people need to label you or put titles on you for events. And so I'm can you just say Grace Andrews? It's a weird one because I guess there's so much identity wrapped up in it, but I don't mind that because I know my story, I know my truth, I know I'm figuring everything out, but yeah, I'm really struggling with that. So if anyone has any suggestions, what you see me as, it'd be really interesting to know. Right, I'm going to eat these lovely toasts, do some work, and then get ready and take you to the event later. Quick taste test. I am ready to go to the football. We are in hospitality, so we have been told, I think it's smart casual, it's an actual dress code. Having said that, I hope I can wear blue jeans. Surely I can wear blue jeans. It's I'm gonna wear heel boots, so sorry, just ignore the mess. Yeah, this is the vibe. I'm obsessed with this shirt. I did wear it to the football with Liv on Saturday, and there are going to be the same people there, so I've styled it differently. No hate if you see me. No hate. I'm just obsessed with it. I love re-wearing stuff, and yeah, it's a vibe. It's the whole vibe. I just clip my hair back so that I'm not playing with it the whole time. I'm gonna get a cab now and go to the football. We're going because D.Louise are launching their Chelsea exclusive licensed collection for Chelsea women, which is so cool. So we're gonna go celebrate that, and I'll take you along with me. Hello, I'm currently sat in Gatwick Airport with a hair mask in my hair, reviewing this week's vlog. What a week! I feel like this week was really a bit of everything, podcasts, shoots, events, all of my favourite kind of thing, and I enjoyed it so much, and I feel so grateful and so lucky that this is what I get to call my weeks now. Sometimes they're not this fun, but this was a little piece of everything in 1 week. So I just wanted to say thank you for getting to the end. Thank you for watching. I know I say it every week, but it actually just blows my mind and it means the world. Everyone I meet at the moment I'm talking to about YouTube. I'm just saying how amazing it's been, how incredible this audience has been, how much fun I'm having. And I'm just so grateful. So if you're not already subscribed, it would mean the world. Like, genuinely, it means the world to me when people hit subscribe. Like, I check YouTube Studio before anything else. The first thing I check in the morning is YouTube Studio. And while I'm sat here, I'm actually just going to have a comment marathon and chat to you all in the comments from last week's episode. And so if you get an influx of replies, that's why I'm sitting here right now doing that. Next week is another crazy week. I knew September would be crazy, but it's been completely mad. And I just feel so grateful that I've put foundations in place that have allowed me to operate at this sort of like busy level. So thank you so much for being here. I promise we're going to keep this going. I'm loving it so much. I hope you are. Any thoughts, feedback, feelings, comments, always welcome in the comments. I read every single one. Sending so much love. And I think in 2 weeks' time, you'll find out where I'm going and why I'm at the airport and why I'm so freaking excited. But yeah, that's enough for now. Thank you for another week.